The beast is portrayed to be coming up from the abyss. It came up from the abyss. What is this abyss? Again, St. Athanasios writes, with the term abyss, he refers to the human life embittered by sin and sadness and uncertainty. In other words, a world misguided and pulled along by the demons. Out of this unstable and demon-held world, the Antichrist will come forth. Furthermore, Anthimos of Jerusalem, who wrote 200 years before Athanasios, is very characteristic. With the word abyss, the present world is meant, being submersed in a darkness of ignorance, lack of knowledge of God, a thick and bitter darkness, slippery and full of the desires of the lower instincts, a world that is surrounded and tossed about from the waves of daily cares, a world that is constantly shaken and blasted by the adverse strong winds, and from this abyss the Antichrist will come. Having been born from the tribe of Dan, one of the sons of the patriarch Jacob, a beast not in appearance, but in his disposition, who will move in a beastly and barbarian manner towards or against the saints. In other words, the same description given by Athanasios. But please pay attention. There's one point that I would like to especially watch. Is it possible that all of us who happen to be in the world and share a Christian identity, is it possible that we're also part of this abyss? Did you think about this? In other words, to be included in the world in the ethical sense, to be worldly, in the sense that Athanasios and Anthimos of Jerusalem describes here, in such a way that we ourselves to be the abyss and the ground that will give the roots to the Antichrist to spring forth. Again, is this possible? I'm very much afraid that the vast majority of our Christians consist of this abyss themselves. How can this be? Simply, my friends, when we as Christians are fully engulfed in the secular spirit, and we move about in this world with no regard towards the existence of God, nor Christ, nor soul, nor death, hell, or kingdom of God. If we reach this deplorable state, God forbid, then, if we live such a life, then let us be certain that we ourselves have become material for the abyss that will spew out the Antichrist.